not easy to hide. Doesn't have a cloaking device. It can't just fly away. And it can't shift into warp drive. But as every railroad executive knows, even something this big can be hard to find.
With locomotives having to be on a track, you would think it'd be very easy to trace them, but it's not. There are hundreds of miles between readers, and so you do lose track of where the locomotive is. It could be going in a direction other than you think it's going in, pulling a train other than you think it's pulling.
It's a dilemma every railroad faces. Just how do you keep close track of your locomotives? CSX Transportation teamed with GE Harris Railway Electronics to evaluate just how many locomotives were not where they were thought to be at any given time. 25 wide-body Dash 8 locomotives were equipped with the GE Harris Pinpoint locomotive tracking equipment. The onboard system tracked a locomotive's location using GPS satellites. The locomotive position, within 100 meters, along with the current fuel reading, were quickly transmitted to the CSX Locomotive Management Center in Jacksonville, Florida. A GE Harris technician monitored the locations of the specially equipped power units and kept CSX managers updated.
If one of the power managers was to ask me, can you tell me where the 7815 is? I could say sure, and I load up this map, click on 7815, click and drag. It's supposed to be by Becker, Michigan. You can get real detailed with this if you want.
The CSX management system was on the same desk, so the GE Harris personnel could compare what the managers were seeing with the actual locations as reported by the Pinpoint locator. The locator surpassed all expectations.
I was surprised by the number of locomotives that they were able to find using the system that were not where we thought they were.
In some instances, we had the misfortune where, because of either an engine failure or a line of road incident that occurred, we actually had to run some of our locomotives offline to a foreign carrier. And part of my responsibility was to get these locomotives back. The foreign carrier would claim that they didn't have them or had misplaced them, had lost them. It was very, very beneficial in my capacity to be able to basically say, listen, I've got a map and I can tell you where the locomotive's at. It was a blast to be able to finally do that with somebody, because it is difficult at times at best to try to locate our locomotives on foreign carriers.
The GE Harris people, great people to work with, very innovative. We worked through projects, we worked through problems. It was a good partnership, and they treated it as partnership. They were asking us what we wanted from this project, not telling us what they thought we should have, and I think that's a very important distinction.
25 locomotives running for 110 days resulted in about 88 occasions where the GPS system identified the locomotive as being in a significantly different place, more than 50 miles away from where we thought it was based on our own data systems.
We found a 6% increase in time utilization. We found an 8% increase in productivity as measured in miles per week, and those are really big numbers.
We went in and analyzed the detailed data, expecting to find some assignment bias in the equipped fleet, and could not find any assignment bias. So we believe it's a representative sample.
I think the biggest surprise was the amount of savings that we could achieve as a result of the project. The locomotive locator gave us the ability to improve productivity by knowing when our locomotives were inactive, by knowing when our locomotives were misused, and by giving us real-time information to make real-time decisions in an industry that requires quick decision-making.